Hello guys, welcome back to Test Prep Card YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to explain the statistics chapters for JEE 2024. This is a mind map series which I already started and so many chapters I have already completed. You can watch in the Test Prep Card YouTube channel playlist. And in this video, I am going to discuss the statistics. This statistics very important. These statistics are the weightage of +4 marks. So you can think that after watching this video, you can easily get +4 marks because this is a statistics chapter. This is a very short chapter. You can complete in a very short duration. Also, this is a mind map series. In this mind map series, we are going to share the main important concepts to you. So this is very important, and this statistics chapter is very important. This chapter having +4 weightage, and in this chapter I am going to discuss the what is mean, mode, median, how to calculate the variance, what is standard deviation, what is deviation, everything I will explain in detail. So you have to watch this video till end. So, and if anyone didn't subscribe to this Test Prep Card YouTube channel, you can subscribe because after subscribing only you will receive the notifications of the further videos. So now let's get into this video and discuss the statistics chapter. Now let's get into this video and discuss the statistics. Basically the chapter name is statistics, and the statistics is very important in the visualizing the data. I will explain first the basic concepts involved in statistics, and I will explain this mind map, which includes some other important topics. Visualizing data, we have to use the statistics, and we already know in this world data is everywhere. Data is everywhere, and data having so many formats. It is a video format, it is a audio format, or it is a image format, anything. This everything is data. So this data which you are thinking, there are two types of data. The data has its types. The type of data is, the first type is organized data, and the second type is unorganized data. The organized data and unorganized data. The organized data is if it is making into the table, that is the data if it is represented at each column and each row, and we have organized the data. The data is the organized data, and if data is not organized and we have to organize, the data is called unorganized data. These two are the important things, and data is again classified. Data again classified into two types. The first one is, what is the first one? That is raw data, and the second one is grouped data. Grouped data. What is raw data? You have to understand the raw data. The book is definition given as discrete points of data to compute. If there are discrete points given to compute, the data is called raw data. And what is grouped data? Grouped data is it will be the continuous. That is, we have grouped the data into the table and it is continuous. That is, suppose it is the year that is 1971, 1923, and this is the population and this is the area of that region. That is a place you can think of. So this is a area. This is the area and this is the population given. So this is a grouped area. That is, this is continuous, and we have the intervals. Suppose this is a not intervals. That is we can think of it is not continuous data, but it is grouped data. And there is one data that is called continuous, and if you observe continuous, suppose this is the table, and I am representing the intervals as 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, like this, and the values are 4, 5, 6. If I get these values, this is days and this is workers. Suppose this is called as continuous grouped data. Continuous grouped data. So these are all the types of data, and now you have to understand what is measure of central tendency. What is a measure of central tendency? You have to understand what is a measure of central tendency. What is meant by measure of central tendency? The central tendency, the book is definition they given us, to find more insights of data, we use three measures of data. That is, up to now we have grouped the data or not grouped the data, anything. But in order to find the valuable insights, in order to find the valuable insights of data, we have to use three types of central tendency measures. three types of central tendency measures. Those are, the first one is mean, the second one is median, and the third one is mode. Mean, median, and mode. The first thing is mean. I will explain what is mean. The mean is nothing but sum of observations divided by number of observations. This is called mean. What is mean? Sum of observations divided by number of observations, and it is denoted by x bar. X bar is nothing but sum of observations divided by number of observations, and it is called as mean. How to calculate? Suppose if I take example 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I want to calculate the mean of this. The mean is 1 plus 2 plus 3 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 divided by sum of this. That is the number of observations. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will be 5. So how much we got? 1 plus 2 it is 3, 3 plus 3 it is 6, 6 plus 4 it is 10, 10 plus 5 it is 15. 15 by 5 it will be 3. So 3 is called mean. Mean of the given observations. Yes. So like this you have to solve the mean question. Now suppose in this question only, if I want to calculate the mean in a shortcut way, the shortcut method I am discussing now, how to calculate the mean in the shortcut, that is if I think the mean is 3 here. Suppose if I think a mean is 3, suppose I am assuming mean is 3, find the difference of these things. That is 1 minus 3 it will be minus 2, 2 minus 3 it is minus 1, 3 minus 3 it is 0, 4 minus 3 it is 1, 5 minus 3 it is 2. Add these entire things. And what is the thing we have taken? We have to add with this summation. This summation you have to take. How many remaining values? Minus 2, minus 1, 1, 2, minus 2, minus 1, 1 and 2 divided by 4. So the answer is 3. Suppose if I do with again another thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, again I will take. Now I will consider 2 as a mean. That is, if I consider 2 as mean, I am taking 2 as the mean and I am subtracting from every observation. That is 1 minus 2 is minus 1, 2 minus 2 is 0, 3 minus 2 is 1, 4 minus 2 it is 2, 5 minus 2 it is 3. So if what I have to do, I have to take 2 plus everything add. That is 5 divided by how many observation? 4 observation. It will be 1. Yes, 4 ones it will be 4.25. Neglect that is 1 and add 2 plus 1 it will be 3. So this is a shortcut to calculate the mean. Now I think the mean is completed. Now comes the important topic, that is grouped mean. The mean is not completed, it is a grouped mean now. Suppose there is a classroom. Let's assume there is a classroom and in that classroom there are boys and in that class only there are girls. Suppose if I take the number of girls as 10, that is the number of boys as 10, and the frequency nu equal to 5, that is overall mean. If I take this as nu as 5, the mean can be represented by x bar or nu. If nu is taken as 5, suppose the mean is taken as 5, and for this girls, if number of girls is equal to 5 and the mean of the subjects marks is taken as 6, the group mean overall entire class, if I want to calculate entire mean, this is with respect to boys, this is with respect to girls. Now what I have to do, entire mean can be calculated as by n1 nu1 plus n2 nu2. That is where n1 and n2 are the number of girls and number of boys, and u1 nu2 are the respective means, divided by how many girls and how many boys are present, n1 plus n2. This is the formula for grouped mean. In the JMS previous years, there are so many examples for this formula, that is grouped mean. This formula is for grouped mean. You have to understand how important it is. Yes. Now comes the important, that is median. What is median? The median is the middle value. You can think like that. Middle value. What is middle value? Suppose there are observations like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Calculate the middle value. The middle value is 3. Yes, out of observations, what is the middle value? It is called the median. So here median is equal to 3. Here the number of observations is 5. That is odd. If it is odd, the median is that is 5 plus 1 by tooth value. If I generalize this thing, it will be number of observations plus 1 divided by tooth value is the median value for odd case. If the number of observations are even, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If these are the 6 observations, that is 6 is the odd number, and in order to calculate the median, it will be two numbers, that is 3, 4, and we have to do average, that is 3 plus 4 divided by 2. It will be 3.5. So 3.5 is a median in this case. So how to calculate the which terms are 3, 4? Simply do 6 by 2 and 6 by 2 plus 1, that is n by 2 comma n by 2 plus 1th terms. If I want to calculate median, what I have to do? Median is equal to n by 2th term plus n by 2 plus 1th term divided by 2 is the median. Very important. Now comes important topic, that is mode, the third central tendency, that is mode. The mode is equal to most repeating, that is most repeating value in the observations is called mode. Suppose if I take 1, 2, 3, 2, 5, 2, 7, 2, if I write like this, in these observations, tell me which observation is repeating many times. If you observe carefully, here the 2 is present, 2 is present, 2 is present, 2 is present. So 2 repeated 4 times, but the remaining observations are repeated 1 time. So 4 times it is repeating. How many times it is repeating higher than the remaining values? That term is called mode. So here mode is 2. Mode is equal to 2. Very important. And there is one important formula, that is equal to 3 median. 3 median is equal to 2 mean plus mode. Or you can write as mode is equal to 3 median minus 2 mean. In some cases, in the JEE PYQs, what they given? They given median and mean, and they are asked to find the mode. In that case, you have to remember this formula, that is mode is equal to 3 median minus 2 mean. So if median is equal to 3 and mean is equal to 2, you can calculate 3 into 3 minus 2 into 2. How much you will get? 9 minus 4, you will get 5. So this 5 is called mode. By using this relation, you can find directly. There is no need of any observations. Now we have completed the central tendencies, 3 central tendencies, that is mean, mode and median. Now comes important, again another important topic, that is deviations. In this deviations only so many JEE questions have been came. What is deviations? You have to understand what is deviations. The deviation is nothing but it gives an idea how observation is deviated. How observation is deviated from observation is deviated from total mean, mode and median. What they are saying, the deviation is nothing but it gives an idea. Why you are calculating the deviation? Because the actual mean is something and we got another thing. So how much it is deviated? In order to find that deviations, that is in order to find the median, that is deviations, it gives an idea how each observation how much it is deviated from the total mean, total mode and total median. That thing is called deviations, and the deviations we can calculate it by every observations we have to minus with the respective median or mean or mode or median. Suppose there are 3 things, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 observations. I want to calculate the deviation. The deviation formula is xi minus m. So if m is the mean, I already calculated mean for these observations. How much I got? I got 5. Yes, I got 5. Not I will go. I got 3. Sorry, I got 3. So in order to find the deviation, I have to subtract this 3 with everything. That is mod 1 minus 3 plus mod 2 minus 3. I have to take modulus only. 3 minus 3 plus 1 minus I think 4 minus 3 and 5 minus 3. And I have to sum this entire thing divided by what I have to do. I have to find the value. This value if I calculate this entire thing, this value is called deviation. This value is called deviation D. Here this value, how much the value is? 1 minus 2, 1 minus it is 2, plus it is 1, it is 0, it is 2, it is 1. Yes. So if I calculate, how much I got? I got 3. I got 6 as answer. So 6 is a deviation. Now I want to calculate the mean deviation. Mean deviation, if I want to calculate, then what we have to do? We have to divide this value, that is 6 deviation value, that is D, with the number of observations. What is the number of observations here? 5. So 6 by 5. So 6 by 5 is the answer, that is 1.2 is the mean deviation answer. Yes, this is called a mean deviation. First of all, you have to understand what is deviation. The deviation gives an idea about how each observation has been deviated from actual mean, actual mode, and actual median. In order to calculate the deviation, the formula is mod of xi minus m. The m can be anything. It can be mean, it can be mode, it can be median, it can be any value. That value should be subtracted from every observation, and if I add those entire things, I will get the deviation. And if I want to calculate the mean deviation, I have to divide this deviation with the number of observation, that is mod of xi minus m divided by n, where n is the number of observations. This is a formula to calculate the mean deviation, that is d by n is equal to xi minus m divided by n, and d by n is equal to mean deviation, and mean deviation is also represented by nu. So nu is equal to d by n is equal to xi minus m divided by n. So nu is equal to mod of xi minus m divided by n. This is a mean deviation formula you have to remember. They will ask the question like this. They will give some observations like a 6 or 10 observations they will give, and they ask you to find the mean deviation. Then what you have to do? You have to first calculate the mean or mode or deviation. Anything. If I calculate the mode, you can also use m here, that is mode you can use, median you can use, mean you can use, but they will give you what you have to use. They will give you, suppose you have to find the deviation according to mean. If you want to calculate the mean, first you have to calculate the mean, and you have to use this formula deviation and calculate the entire deviation sum. After calculating entire deviation sum, you can divide that entire sum with the number of observations, and after dividing this deviation with the number of observations, you can find the mean deviation, which is nu. This is mean deviation. It is very important. Now, after deviation and mean deviation, there is a term called standard deviation. Standard deviation. What is standard deviation? Standard deviation is nothing but sigma. Standard deviation, very important. It is denoted by sigma, and its formula is same as that thing, but here there is a slight change, that is root of summation of xi minus nu whole square divided by n. This is a formula. You have to understand, this is a simplified formula. Sigma is equal to root of summation of xi minus nu whole square divided by n. That is, suppose example, if I take example 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I take examples, first of all I have to calculate mean, which is nu. Yes. That is, first of all we have to calculate the mean. What is the mean for this? The mean for this is 3, I already discussed, and you have to subtract with everything. When you subtract, you will get deviation you will get, but here there is a square of everything. That is, you have to calculate 1 minus 3, and you have to square this, and again 2 minus 3, you have to square this, and 3 minus 3, you have to square this, and 4 minus 3, you have to square this, and next 5 minus 3, you have to square, and everything you have to square. This is the upper portion. Yes, when you square and when you divide this entire thing with the number of observations, which are 5, and if you take the root, this thing is called standard deviation. This thing is called sigma. So if you observe, sigma is equal to root of 1 minus 3 whole square is 2 square, that is 4. Here it is 1 square 1. Here it is 0 square 0. Here it is 1. Here it is 4 divided by 5. So what you will get? You will get root of 4 plus 1 it is 5, 4 plus 1 it is 5, so 10 by 5 it will be 2, so 1.414 is the sigma value. Like this you have to calculate. That is what I said formula, sigma is equal to under root of sigma is equal to that is sigma, this is the summation of xi minus nu whole square divided by n is the formula for standard deviation calculation. But you have to understand here xi is the observations, xi is the observations and nu is the mean. And if I simplify this one, I will get another simplified formula which is very important, that is root of sigma xi square divided by n minus x bar whole square, or you can think like this, root of sigma xi square divided by n minus nu square. If you observe very carefully, what is sigma xi square? That is the summation of square of every observation with the division of number of observation, minus nu square is nothing but the mean square. This is a formula. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are the observations given. I can directly calculate the sigma by using this formula, that is root of square the every observation, that is 1 plus 2, 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square plus 5 square divided by 5 minus nu square. Nu is 3 square, you already know. So find this sigma is equal to root of 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus 16 plus 25 divided by 5 minus 9. Yes, sigma is equal to root of 5, it is 14, 14 it is 14 it is 20, 30, 55, 55 by 5 minus 9, that equal to root of 5 ones 5 11s, 11 minus 9 it is root 2, it will be 1.414. So directly you can solve without finding the that is this one, that is sigma xi minus nu square entirely. If calculating it will take some time, so but we have reduced that to this formula, that is sigma xi square by n minus x bar whole square. This is a formula for standard deviation. And after standard deviation, the next important thing is variance. This topic is very simple. What is variance? The variance is, it is simply the square of standard deviation. It is simply the square of standard deviation. Yes. What is standard deviation? Standard deviation is sigma and its square is called variance. That is, if any term in any question, if you observe sigma square, assume it as variance. Yes. So I already discussed what is the formula for sigma. Sigma is under root of sigma xi minus nu whole square divided by n. This is one formula, and another formula I discussed, sigma is equal to root of sigma xi square by n minus nu whole square. Yes. So now what is variance? That is sigma square. This is variance. This is standard deviation. This is standard deviation. So if I square this, what I will get? Sigma xi minus nu whole square divided by n, comma sigma square is equal to what I will get? I will get sigma xi square by n minus nu square. So if you observe in the previous example, I calculated sigma we got root 2. Now this is the standard deviation. Now what is variance? Variance equal to sigma square. So root 2 whole square, which is 2. This 2 is called variance. Now this thing you have to understand. Now there is another important thing, that is coefficient of variance. The JEE has asked this, that is what is the coefficient of variance. This is a simple formula, you have to just remember. The coefficient of variance is C dot V, which is coefficient of variance is nothing but sigma by nu into 100. Very important. If they ask coefficient of variance, it will be sigma by nu into 100, where sigma is a standard deviation, nu is the mean. This is standard deviation and nu is the mean. Sigma is a standard deviation and nu is the mean. You have to understand. And I will discuss the next important things, that will be table. The table I will overall I will summarize so that you can understand how important it is. The table, I will draw the table. Why I am drawing table? Because it will be give the entire idea. What that is calculations, that is mean, that is standard deviation and variance, how they are changing when we are doing the calculations. The first thing is when we add k to every observation, when we subtract, one second, adding k to every observation, every observation, if I add k, and if I subtract k, and what if I multiply k, and what if I divide with k, what is the meaning of this? Suppose if I take 1 2 3 4 5, I already know what is the mean of this, that is 3. What if I add +1 to every observation? Every observation if I add +1, that is 1 + 1, 2 + 1, 3 + 1, 4 + 1 and 5 + 1. New observations are 2 3 4 5 6. So if I calculate the mean of the new observations, how much I will get? I will get 2 + 3 + 4 + 5 + 6 divided by 5. So the answer will be 2 + 3, it is 5, 5 + 4 it is 9, 9 + 5 it is 14, 14 + 6 it is 20, 20 by 5 it will be 4. So if you observe, the original mean is 3, now the actual mean is 4. So what is 4? 4 is 3 + 1. So 3 is the previous mean. So I added +1 to every observation. So I have to add +1 to the new mean. That is, the new mean will be changing to new +1. Very important. What about standard deviation? Standard deviation will be unchanged. There is no change in the deviation. And the variance also there is no change. Unchanged. And here also there is no change. That is unchanged. Unchanged. For subtraction and this thing. Addition and subtraction there is no change. But if we subtract, then you will get subtract, that is new plus k. You can write as new plus k. Here it is new minus k. Here there is no unchanged. That is unchanged. But when we multiply, the new gets multiplied by k. But the standard deviation will multiply by k. The standard deviation is sigma. Standard deviation is sigma and we have to multiply by k, and the variance again multiply by, if this is k we have to multiply, but here we have to multiply by k square. There is a this is a variation. Here we have to multiply by k, here we have to multiply by k square. Suppose the standard deviation is 2. Suppose example take, standard deviation is 2 and I have added 2 to every observation. Now the standard deviation becomes, that is I have multiplied every observation by 2. The standard deviation will be 2 into 2, that will be 4. But what about variance? The variance of 2 is square of this, that is 4. Now the variance will become square of the value multiplied, that is 2 square, that is 4. So the variance will be 16, that is it is the square of this one. Yes. And what about division? The division, it will divide by k, that is the mean will be divided by k, but here it will be divided by k, but here it will be divided by k square. This is a variance, we have to divide with k square. Here we have to multiply with k square, here we have to multiply with k square, here we have to divide with k square, here we have to multiply with by k. So when every observation, if we multiply it by k, the deviation will changes to sigma into k, and the variance will be changes to into k square. And when we divide, the mean will be changed to by, that is the original mean divided by that the value which we divided, that is k, and the standard deviation will be changed to standard deviation divided by that constant k, and the variance will be changed to standard deviation divided by k square. Suppose if I take an example, if the original mean is 2 and the standard deviation is 2 and the variance is 4, suppose if I multiply, that is if I divide every observation with 2, the mean will be changed to 2 by 2, the division will be changed to standard deviation 2 by 2, and here it will be 2 square, that is 4. So it will be 1, it will be 1, it will be 1. So this much amount the mean, standard deviation and variance is changing. This is an important table, you can understand. And last important formula, that is sigma square, that is variance. If you want to calculate sigma square variance, the sigma square is nothing but variance. If you want to calculate the entire group, that is all observations, if you want to calculate for entire observations, if you want to calculate, the formula will be n1 sigma 1 square plus n2 sigma 2 square divided by n1 plus n2 plus n1 n2 divided by n1 plus n2 whole square. Yes, n1 plus n2 whole square into x1 bar minus x2 bar whole square. Here there is a mean, here there is a number of observations, here is there is a variance. This is a calculation of variance. In the JEE 2021, they have asked this question. That is a calculation of entire variance. calculation of entire variance formula is sigma square all, that is all observation variance, is equal to n1 sigma 1 square plus n2 sigma 2 square divided by n1 plus n2 plus n1 n2 divided by n1 plus n2 whole square into x1 bar, which is mean of first set minus mean of second set whole square. Why here x1 and x2 and n1 and n2? Because there are two sets. These two sets having different things. That is, here it is having one variance, here it is having another variance, this set. And here there are number of observations n, and here are number of observations 2. Here the mean is x1 bar, here mean is x2 bar. If I want to calculate the entire variance, if I want to calculate the entire variance, I have to use this formula, which is very important formula, that is n1 sigma 1 square plus n2 sigma 2 square divided by n1 plus n2 plus n1 into n2 divided by n1 plus n2 whole square into x1 bar minus x2 bar whole square. This is important formula, you have to understand. Yes, and I think I have revised everything in the statistics, but up to now what I explained is the actual JEE Mains relevant things, that is whatever JEE Mains will ask. If you observe in the mind map, what I explained is everything is present, but there are some other topics also there. That is, I explained what is mean deviation for ungrouped data. Yes, I explained this one, and grouped mean, I explained this one, and mean deviation for grouped data. This everything I will explain. Now I already explained the standard deviation for continuous frequency distribution. For frequency distribution I am not explained, but there is an important thing, that is how much frequency it is repeating. That is, you can think of addition, multiplication, division things. So this is over, and the variations concept I explained. This block is completed, this block is completed, this block is completed, and I already explained this relation, 3 median is equal to 2 mean plus mode. That is, in order to calculate the mode, that is 3 median minus 2 mean. Yes, and mode for grouped data, mode is equal to L plus f1 minus f0 divided by 2f1 minus f0 minus f2 into h. This is the group data, but if you try to remember the formulas, it is very hard for you to solve the question. If you learn the actual process, it is very easy. And geometric mean, this is not required. The geometric mean G antilog of sigma fi log xi divided by sigma x21 to n f1, and this block is also complete. And the variance I already explained, it is the square of the standard deviation, so it is also explained. And the grouped data is there, ungrouped data is there. For ungrouped data, it is 1 by n sigma xi minus x whole square. I already explained this one, and this is under root of xi minus x bar. I represented some places x bar is equal to nu. You have to understand both are same. That is, both are mean only. So here they given x bar, don't confuse x bar they given, both are same. So this block is also completed. And there are quarterlies. Q1 is equal to 1 plus capital N by 4 minus C by F into H. These things you have to understand. And coefficient of quarterly deviation, it is Q3 minus Q1 divided by Q3 plus Q1. It is important. That is coefficient of quarterly deviation. If there is a quarterly deviation, what I said about deviation is how much it has deviated from the actual total mean, total median, total mode. So this is called deviation. If that deviation is quarterly, what is the coefficient of quarterly if you want to find? That is Q3 minus Q1 divided by Q3 plus Q1. And a decile percentile. Decile is F into n plus 1 divided by n divided by 10 team, and the percentile is Pi is equal to 100 into I minus 0.5 divided by n. So this one is also completed. And there are some Carl-Perelson coefficient of colorization. These things are very hard. I think these are not required, but if you want to pursue the statistics, it is very helpful. That is Carl-Perelson coefficient of correlation. It is a regression equations, that is a linear regressions, and you can think of the regressions which you are going to learn in mission learning. After JEE Mains, you are going to join in BTech college. In that BTech college, you are going to learn the concept of machine learning. In that machine learning, these entire concepts are there. That is Carl-Perelson coefficient of colorization. But according to the JEE Mains, this is not the syllabus. And this angle between two regression lines, that is theta is equal to tan inverse. These things are also in that only. This block is completed, and this block is also completed. And if you observe, this thing is also completed. That is shortcut method I also discussed. That is, in order to calculate the mean and mean deviation and deviation, I already explained the shortcuts. So I think that everything I have explained in the statistics, and I want to explain that 2021, 2022 PYQs are really important because in these PYQs there are so many varieties. There are so many varieties in JEE Mains. JEE Mains have practiced 2021 and 2022 PYQs. So I think I have explained entire statistics, which is of weightage +4, and in some papers they given +4 plus. That is +8 weightage they given in some papers, only in some papers, but the actual weightage is only +4 only. But in some papers they have given +8 weightage. So the actual weightage is +4 only, so you can think like this. So I have explained everything in statistics, and if you like this video, subscribe to this channel and also hit the bell icon, and also subscribe the Test Prep Cut YouTube channel. In that channel every subject mind map is discussed. You can go and check it out, and that's it for the video. If you like this video, subscribe to this channel to receive the notification for the upcoming videos. It is very important. And also practice the PYQs of 2021 and 2022 for statistics chapter. 2021 and 2022 PYQs for statistics chapter, and the JEE Mains PYQs you can it is available in the JEE Mains books, and you can download the resources in the Test Prep Card website. And that's it, guys. Subscribe to this channel and also hit the bell icon, and also like this video and share with your friends also, and keep learning, keep going. Thank you.